The line number 3 of Mumbai Metro is currently under construction and is expected to be completed by 2020. It will connect Colaba to Seeps, and covering a distance of over 30 kilometers, it will be the city's first underground metro. Except it could have been much earlier, and a lot more earlier than Kolkata or New Delhi. Now, the idea of underground transportation for Bombay was thought of as early as 1924, but it never materialized because the government thought it was impractical. In 1947, N.V. Modak, an engineer, and Albert Mears, an American architect, published an unofficial report called Outline of a Master Plan for Greater Bombay. Now, this report not only had recommendations for development of suburbs, housing, traffic, but it also suggested an underground railway system for Bombay as well. Only this report was unofficial, so no further action was taken. Some years later, a study group was appointed under the chairmanship of one S.G. Barve to re-examine the proposal of the Modak and Mears report. Barve also endorsed the idea of underground railways, but the plan didn't fructify either. Simultaneously, the BST brought up an idea in 1956 when a geological survey was conducted by a Japanese firm, and a plan was drawn to build a line between Dadar and Colaba, but the government wouldn't give the required finances. In 1962, another plan was drafted by a BST employee called P.G. Patankar. Patankar was especially sent to Milan and Berlin to study the underground railway systems there, and his plan was a detailed one. He envisaged 5 underground lines, a network of 30 kilometers, and details such as dimensions of railway coaches, signaling systems, ventilation, power supply and tunneling methods. But when the final plan came up, the project cost had risen to around 5 crore rupees, and due to want of this huge capital investment, this project was also shut down. For several years, the idea of underground railways kept coming up, like in 1974 by the Indian Railways and in 1997 by TCS. And it's only now that work on this project has finally begun. We can only hope that by the year 2020, this long-drawn vision finally comes true.